are the son of this day. Congratulations.
I feel wonderful. I feel good. I feel I should thank God first, actually, because I never thought I'll be able to cross this borderline 70.
Happy birthday to you. You are the son of this day. Congratulations. Happy birthday to you.
I've passed through lots of murky waters. There have been ill wind. There have been a lot of problems here and there, from friends, from family, from work, and even growing as a child. So I thank God. I don't have enough words to say to God, but just to keep on thanking Him. Sometimes I sit down, I do calculation. Am I really 70? I thank God and glory be to Him. It's only Him and Him that I'm grateful and thankful to.
Congratulations. Happy birthday to you. That is son of this day. Congratulations.
I studied hotel management in Kaduna Polytechnic, and that's what management has been helping me through. I never knew I would make use of it, but I just suddenly found myself doing some other jobs. Well, I've worked in hotels. I worked in the Ikoyi Hotel. I've worked with Badger Paints, where I had to make use of the expertise in school. But suddenly I just found myself in dry cleaning, which has been so interesting. I've worked for British American Tobacco for 15 years, where I learned a lot. In those days, we never knew what computer was. When I was engaged, when I had to do some work for them, I had to rush back to a computer school. You won't believe, and I still go back to school these days. I still find young people to put me through. I worked with them. When you have two serious companies working together, that is British and an American, you can't but know what it takes to work very hard and to do things properly, which we don't get these days. I enjoyed every bit working with them. And then I worked with Fan Milk too, I think about 20 years now. And people don't know sometimes where you make your money. Anywhere you have a production line and they would be in uniform, I think it's mandatory that they should be in uniform. So you find us there. I go to Fan Milk, for example, 3 times a week. I've had to work on Christmas Day. I've had to work on New Year's Day. And yet I make my money. And people wonder, is it only washing of clothes that's maybe she's into something else? But I can tell you it's a lot of work. At 70, I still do some ironing. At 70, I still go to do delivery. It's become a passion. I enjoy every bit. You have to put in your best. Sometimes you read books so that you can do things rightly. Young people, I beg of you, you have to take your time, you have to be patient, and then essentially ask God to bless you. That's all you're asking for.
In the London, Ẹkú àṣeyẹ, ẹ̀mí aṣọ pọ̀ ẹ̀.
The 70-year-old woman will always run to God. It's only God. We just pray for good leaders. We just pray for the young ones to be patient. If you have good leaders and we are led right, things will be done properly. But if you don't have good leaders, how do you go? On the streets now, when I drive and I see young people, you know what I do? I park. Because I'm not sure of the type of drug or what he has in him. So I park and allow him to go before I take my time. We'll ask God to keep on brooding on this country. We need tons and tons of prayers. And the elderly ones have never stopped. Because as soon as you turn 60, you look back, you are closer to the grave. 70, in the Bible, God said, He will give you 6 scores and 10. 3 scores and 10. That's 60 plus 10. So after 60, what's more? What we have is just prayers and faith in Him. Praying, keep on praying, praying for good leaders, praying for good followership, praying for good governance, praying for people who will be governed too. Because we don't behave well in Nigeria. We don't. If we are well governed and we do what the government says we should do, then there won't be any problems. God being our helper. First of all, is God, my maker, who allowed me to see this day. I didn't mention earlier that I'm a divorcee, but I learned a lot through him, through the divorce. It made me, I got closer to God. I knew him well. But I can assure you that divorce is not the best. So for him, I thank him for giving me that strength and whatever it took to wade through what I waded through as a divorcee. I wish to thank my parents. Sometimes I sit down, I wonder if I can come through other people. If I have my way, I'll come through them. Because my father will tell you the truth. He will always tell you the truth. What it takes in life. I thank my siblings. I thank my friends. Thank my teachers. I thank my workers. Because it was a hell for me when I got divorced. If you remember in your studies, there's what is called transferred aggression. When a woman is divorced, there's no way the staff won't get to know. But they stood by me, they understand. They stood by me. My friends, some I cannot mention openly. I relate very well with men. Because they're very objective. They will tell you the truth. And then most times when they see me with men, they say, oh, she loves men. I love them. Because they will tell you the truth. And they're objective. So the men I'm talking about, I'm sorry, I can't put I can't say them openly. I love them and I'll keep on loving them.
Congratulations, happy birthday to you. That is all of the day. Congratulations, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.